Third and Indices Practice Exam question 22. So we know that we have a square. A to B is 10 centimeters. We need to find the area of the shaded square. So the first thing we need to be thinking about is we would like our hypotenuse of our middle triangle. So to do that, we need to look at our understanding that the two shorter sides is 5 centimeters each. So when we are working that out, we need to be going, I've got 5 and I've got 5 here. So we're using Pythagoras theorem. So a squared is 5 centimeters squared plus 5 centimeters squared is equal to our c squared. So 5 squared is 25, 5 squared is 25, that leaves me with 50 equals c squared. To get c by itself, I square root both sides, and I get square root of 50 equals c. Before I do anything, I'm going to try and simplify it. So this is where I'm going to look at, I know 25 is a factor, so I can rewrite this as square root of 25, square root of 2. Square root of 25 is 5, so it becomes 5 square root of 2. So I'll just put that here. So I've got 5 square root of 2. Now, that is this side here, but I need half of that. Because again, if I'm looking at this, it's showing that from here to here is half of that 5 square root 2 distance, and that is the side I am needing. So let's have a look at this. That means if I rewrite the equation, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I know my a squared is 5 square root 2 divided by 2. And that is being squared. Because it's being squared, the top is being squared and the denominator is being squared. So I can rewrite that as saying the top is being squared and my denominator is being squared. Plus the same thing is equal to c squared. So now we can simplify this, but first, let's have a look at it. I know with my denominator, 2 squared is 4. So I'm going 4, get what I know done easier. Okay, now this squared is being applied to everything. So that is saying I've got 5 squared and times square root of 2 squared. 5 squared is 25. The square root of 2 squared is 2. So 2 times 25 is 50. So in actual fact, now I've got 50 divided by 4 plus 50 divided by 4 is equal to c squared. 50 plus 50 is 100. So I've got now 100 over 4 is equal to c squared. So if I look at 100 divided by 4, 100 divided by 4 is 25. So c squared is equal to 25. Which means c is equal to the square root of 25, which is 5. So now I have worked out my width and length of my rectangle. So that means I've got 5 times 5 is 25. So the area of my square is 25 centimeters squared.